Good morning, everyone. My name is Tommy Gonzalez. I'm the Chief Executive Officer for the City of Irving. I want to thank Deputy Secretary Blank, Foundation Chair Benson, Director Gallagher, Dr. Hertz, and the entire Baldrige organization. I'm deeply honored to represent the 2,100 employees of the City of Irving in accepting this award. My speech writers didn't put in there about thanking the other Baldrige recipients, but I'm going to thank you and honor you for winning as well. I agree with the other gentleman. I do think it's probably the best class. No offense to the others. I also want to thank the Baldrige Foundation for adding value, giving me this notebook so I can put my speech on. Helps me keep organized. When you think about government at any level, local, state, or federal, you don't normally use the words efficient, competitive, or cost-effective. It's supposed to be funny. The staff always says, when you try to be funny, it's not funny, but when you don't, everybody's cracking up. So the words efficient, cost-effective, and competitive, that's not exactly what you think of, right, in government. But that's exactly what the Baldrige process has done for Irving, and that is why we are so proud to be here today with you. 7 years ago, we did something unique. We applied private sector principles to government operations, and by doing so, we positioned ourselves to weather whatever storm came our way. Little did we know we were about to face huge economic and political challenges in the city. They told me to say local. They didn't want me to say anything about the federal politics or anything like that, so I wanted to make sure that you know I'm talking about the local politics. But let's step back to the beginning. When we embarked on our performance excellence journey, employees wanted leadership and direction. That's what every employee wants, right? As residents and businesses, they wanted improvements. They wanted more. They wanted to pay less for it. I gathered our managers and told them I wanted us to be the best, not just the best city, but the best in the country. They listened and as a team really acted on those words. Today, we are only the second city in the country and the largest to receive the Baldrige Award, and we are proud of that achievement. We accomplished this during one of the nation's worst economic downturns with no layoffs and no furloughs. And all furloughs are forced fun. They make you stay at home and they don't pay you. And we didn't do that. Yeah, that's kind of funny, right? It's not funny if you're staying home and not getting paid, trust me. During that same time, we increased service levels by double digits across the board, which I think is a huge feat in any organization. So how exactly did we do this? We listened, and then we listened some more. By embracing the voice of the customer philosophy embedded in the Six Sigma methodology, we listened to our managers and frontline employees. We were able to give them the tools they needed to turn their input, their feedback, into results. Our workforce, we believe, is the backbone of our operation. Without employee input and buy-in, this rapid success would not have been possible. That's why we wanted to include employees from all levels of the organization. Today, you'll meet some of our managers, and throughout the conference, you'll probably talk to them. But I want to introduce you to some of our frontline employees that we brought along with us. We made them stay in rooms together so we could save money for the city, because otherwise we'll have some people out there that get really crazy. They'll start blogging and saying, hey, we wasted a lot of money coming to the Baldrige. So for the council that's here, we doubled up. So yeah, it's important. I think it's funny. It's reality in my world. Yeah, it's cathartic for me. Yeah, thank you. Today, you'll meet some of our managers, as I said, but some of our frontline employees that I want you to meet are Aaron Brown, Sylvia Leal, Alvin Robertson, Alvin, fist bump, okay? Dan McMahon and David Gorski. Please stand up. I want to thank you and your counterparts because of accepting the challenge and the processes and all the programs when you thought I was crazy and stepping up and doing exceptional work. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Together as a team, we shook things up. We broke down silos and built multiple cross-functional teams. We rolled up our sleeves and went to work improving problem areas. Problems like demolishing and bringing up to standard 100 rundown apartment complexes. Eliminating inefficient practices, things like street projects that used to take 18 months and now take 9 months. Street sidewalk repairs that took 14 weeks and now takes 6 weeks, and I'm wondering why can't it take 4 or 3 weeks, and we're still working on that to continually improve. Reducing crimes in some parts of town by over 75%. And that's just not the police department working on it, but the codes department, animal services, combining similar departments and really attacking a problem. We did this by changing our mindset. We moved from an entitlement to a results-driven organization. The key to that change was listening. We enabled two-way communication with employees and our customers and created programs to achieve these results. That two-way communication told us what was wrong, and we made real-time changes. This helped drive our engagement throughout our community. Stepping back to November, when Secretary Blank notified me that Irving was selected as a Baldrige recipient, it was a very emotional moment for me. At least that's what they told me to say. That's the people that wrote it. It really, truly was emotional. I didn't know it was going to be that emotional for me, but it also was very emotional for our employees. And it was surprisingly emotional for my wife. She was secretly doing Six Sigma projects at home, so it was like a win for her too. She was. I tell our people, you better be glad she's not running the city, okay? Because you think I'm hard, she's hard. She's a hard teacher. But I love her to death. You know, we can't forget our families because we did this together. They lived it as well. So thank you to our families, my children, and both of them are good and both of them are bad. So, and I want to thank our families in our city employee organization family because I know all their families lived it as well. Back to my team, I am so, so proud of you. We worked toward a common goal and embraced a common vision, and because of that, Irving is a cleaner, safer, and better city. Not that anyone cares, but my house is also cleaner and safer because of my wife. At this point, I would like to introduce some special guests. First, our elected officials are here today. Irving Mayor Beth Van Dyne, Councilman Dennis Webb, and Councilwoman Rose Canaday, our most tenured council person. Also, our Chamber of Commerce Chairman Darrell Walker and President Chris Wallace. Would also like to offer a special thank you to Lynda Johnson, our Chief Performance Officer, who's up here on the stage with me. Lynda, we couldn't have come this far without you, and I also want to recognize Joanna Mandel, who was her able assistant and my able assistant, and they really put a lot of programs in place throughout the organization. And I'm especially proud to acknowledge Cindy Morenia of Friesen Nichols, whose company received the Baldrige Award in 2010. Cindy's wisdom and encouragement throughout the process has been invaluable. She truly embodies the Malcolm Baldrige spirit. Bob Pence and Stan Lynch, thank you for taking me to lunch that day. Bob Pence is the CEO for Friesen Nichols. They do good business, but aside from that, they also encourage and motivate. And in that lunch, he said, you need to go after the state version and you need to go after the national version. Little did I know we'd be up here standing before you talking about the city of Irving, but I want to thank you gentlemen for your foresight and your vision and your leadership. Thank you again to the Baldrige organization. Yes, this is coming to a close. Not only for this tremendous recognition, but for giving us the Baldrige criteria to guide us. Looking at your organization through the Baldrige lens is truly a transformative process. And as we all know, the journey for us will continue as it will for all of your organizations. We're all committed to this great country. I know we are. Having served in the military for 22 years, I love this country and sincerely appreciate the Baldrige's drive to help ensure America's continued competitive edge. I want to thank God. I want to give all glory to Him. And Malcolm Baldrige, happy 25th. Thank you.